Today I'm going to be making a caramel apple, so you will need an apple. I like the green ones. Piece of wax paper to set it on as it dries. Just a plain container to mix your paint and Mod Podge. So you'll do a combo of the Mod Podge and the paint. Mix it together in here, and then you'll dip your apple. I like the glossy Mod Podge. It just gives it a nice sheen, but you could use matte if you like. Depending, I'm gonna kind of mix around and play around with a couple different colors. I can add some cream or white if it's too dark. And whatever your mixture is in here, just remember it will dry darker once it's on your apple and dries. You also need a skewer. This is a very long one, and it has a nice tip to it. If yours is not pointy, you can use some wire cutters to help make a nice point, which will help stab your apple. And then I also need the wire cutters to cut my dowel rod. Then lastly, if you want to add nuts to your apple, I recommend some corn cob. It looks like nuts, and that way they don't go bad on you. I just put this paint in my container here. It's a little bit of an order paint, so it's chunky, so I just kind of mixed it a little bit. I think it's just, it'll dry darker than this. So let's see what it looks like with the Mod Podge, but I think I'm going to add a little bit of white to tone it down. Comes out fast. So you can leave the stem in, but I think I'll take it out just so I can stick my rod in here. I'll use that hole to punch. So I got my stem in my apple. Apparently my apple, it must be made out of wood, it looks like. So I ended up drilling a hole in the middle of it, which was actually difficult, and sawdust came out. So try to get a styrofoam apple so your stick is easier to get in. I did apply just a little bit of glue to help hold my stem, and then I trimmed off the tip. Just trim it to whatever length you like. So now, this is a Mod Podge and paint mixture. The more you mix it, the more bubbles you're gonna get, so try not to mix it too much. And remember, it will dry darker than what you see. And then, I don't have a whole lot, but I'm gonna need more. Well, that just shows you what it's going to start looking like. But I'm going to mix a little bit more of this. I'll do 2 coats of this. Since I'm only doing 1 apple, I did not do that much of my paint mixture. I didn't want to waste too much, but ideally I should do a little bit more. And it's just chunky because my paint I'm using is old. I know I said to let it dry before doing the second coat, but since mine's pretty thick and chunky because of my old paint, I think I'm just gonna cover up a few little spots and go ahead and apply my nuts, the corn bedding. It's gonna cover up some of these little holes anyway. It's a little I hope you liked this tutorial. If so, please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel. You can also find more information at my website, knfdesign.com, which will be in the link down below. If you feel the need, you can also give my cat Chloe a treat to help support my channel. Thanks and happy crafting!